Okay, we're going to be going over the decision-making zone on the table. This is what I'm going to be doing for every time that I approach the table and what I'm doing in between each shot, as long as I stay up at the table. One thing I always like to do is make sure when I approach it, when it's my turn, I always like to approach from a couple feet away. I don't want to be leaning on the table, hands on, and I always like to take a look around the whole table. I am allowed to take laps around it and get a feel for what I'm seeing around me so I can see all the shapes and angles that are available to me. Now, once I get set from my area here, which is a couple feet away, I am now going to be approaching my area of shot, which is, in this game, a 9-ball, the 1-ball right there. With this set, I am now starting thinking about what I'm going to do to start making the 1-ball in. With that, I'm always chalking. I'm always chalking to keep a consistent hit on my cue every time I approach. I always chalk between every shot. I'm never going to not chalk a shot. So, as I'm chalking, I'm thinking, not only am I going to hit the 1-ball in and be prepared for the next shot, I have to think of 3 particular things every time when I'm doing this. I'm thinking an angle, speed, and the spin. Now, when I'm done chalking this, I would then hit my shot. I would always go through the shot, and I'm done thinking at this point. So a good thing to remember is that your chalk is like your brains. You're holding the thinking point at this time. Every time I'm holding the chalk, I am thinking. I don't want to space this out too far. I don't want to chalk too soon and then start thinking. It's not a good rhythm to have. So I'm chalking, and once I put the chalk down, I would then do my shot. Now, when I'm thinking about my shot, I'm thinking about my angle, my speed, and my spin, which in fun acronym always puts as the word ass. That's a good thing to remember. And you want to always cover your ass to make sure you're ready for the next shot properly. So what I'm thinking about my angle when I'm hitting it is the angle on the object ball, making sure it goes in the pocket. The speed of it, do I have to hit far, do I have to hit fast in order to make the cue ball run differently? And the spin of it is where I'm going to move the cue ball in order to be ready for my next shot. So I'm always thinking of those things when you're getting ready for the next, and preparing for the next ball that is. So to finish this out, we're going to run this game of 4 balls of 9-ball here. And once again, I'm going to be doing my set, my pause, my finish, and my freeze throughout my strokes. But I'll be counting out the numbers of the set, pause, finish, and freeze. Meaning the set's going to be 3 seconds, pause will be 2, and the finish freeze will be 4. So I'm going to be counting those out rather than saying them out. But now we're prepared our 1-ball shot here. I'm thinking that I only have to hit almost center of the 1-ball there to make the cue ball run off that rail. So I'm going to hit this on the left side of the cue ball, above center. Easy speed, not going to hit too hard, so that my cue ball lies up next for the 3-ball. One, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'll move around. I'm always going to be judging my next shot. And what I see here is I'm going to try to make I don't want the cue ball to run too far, so this is the stuff I'm thinking about while I'm chalking. Is I'm going to make the 3-ball go all the way to the top right corner. But as I'm doing that, I got to make sure the cue ball stops. So I'm going to hit a little bit of the bottom right on the cue in order to throw that 3 all the way down so I can put that cue ball close to the right side rail. So I don't want to hit it too hard, I don't want to hit it too soft. So a medium stroke here. One, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I readjust. Keeping my routine, same setup. Look around my angles. Setting up for the 8-ball next. One, 2, 3, 1, 2. Too complicated, so I'm going to hit a nice little stop shot here in the 9 so the cue ball stays right there so the cue ball doesn't run off anywhere. One, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a good way to keep up the rhythm to find the right decisions on the table.